Cardi B, Chris Brown, Chris Offset, and Stefon Diggs are all tangled in one messy headline. And people are saying this isn't random, it's strategic, it's layered, and it might be the industry machinery quietly sending a message. The internet is spiraling after Cardi B brought Chris Brown out on stage during a recent performance. And within minutes, fans weren't just talking about the music, they were talking about chemistry, they were talking about body language, they were talking about whether Chris Brown might have a chance to date Cardi before Pooh Shiesty. Yes, that's the level of chaos we're at. And allegedly, the comment sections exploded with people debating whether this was playful energy or something deeper. Now, let's slow this down. Cardi is fresh off splitting with Stefon Diggs. That breakup alone had fans dissecting timelines, public appearances, and cryptic posts. So when she steps on stage, glowing, confident, in full superstar mode, and brings Chris Brown out, fans believe that wasn't just a performance moment. They think it was a statement. Some are saying it's Cardi reminding the world she's unbothered. Others think it's the industry flexing alliances in real time. But what fans notice next is where things really get interesting. The reactions weren't just about Chris Brown possibly dating Cardi. A huge section of her fan base actually pushed back hard. They were angry, not playful angry, real defensive. People were saying Cardi B is a professional. She's on stage working. She knows better. She would never date Chris Brown. That narrative started gaining traction fast, almost like her core supporters wanted to shut down the speculation before it even grew legs. And that says a lot. Because when fans rush to defend a celebrity from a dating rumor, it's usually because they feel protective or because they think the rumor doesn't align with her brand. Cardi has built this larger-than-life persona, but she's also very strategic. Every move is calculated, especially post-breakup. So fans are asking, was this a harmless collab moment, or was it a subtle rebranding pivot? But the allegation doesn't end there, because look at what happened next. Another wave of commentary started trending, and this one had nothing to do with Chris Brown. Instead, people were saying Cardi should get back with Offset. Yes, the same Offset who publicly admitted he messed up their relationship because he cheated. The same Offset who has repeatedly said he's sorry. Suddenly, fans are reframing the narrative. Instead of new man energy, they're pushing go back to your husband. And this is where the emotional layer hits. Offset openly acknowledged he sabotaged their marriage. He admitted he cheated a lot. He admitted he messed up. He has apologized more than once. And now that Cardi and Stefon Diggs are done, fans believe the door might be cracked open again. Some comments are saying it's time for her to get back to the one man who saw her as a wife. That's heavy. That's not casual gossip. That's rewriting history in real time. But let's really unpack this. When Cardi steps out looking radiant and unbothered, bringing out Chris Brown, it creates contrast. It reminds the public she has options. It reminds Offset she has options. It reminds the industry she's still that girl. Whether that was intentional or not, that's how it's being perceived. And perception in celebrity culture is everything. But here's the pivot nobody's ignoring. What if this isn't about Chris Brown at all? What if it's about leverage? Fans believe Cardi understands the power of optics. Bringing out a major male artist right after a breakup sends a message. It says she's not sitting at home crying. It says she's aligned with heavy hitters. And in a world where relationships are sometimes intertwined with brand deals and cultural positioning, that matters. But the internet didn't just stop at speculation. They started comparing. They started saying Chris Brown might have a chance before Pooh Shiesty. That comparison alone turned into its own debate. Some fans laughed it off. Others thought it was disrespectful, and then the loyal Cardi supporters stepped in again, almost acting like PR agents in the comments, insisting she would never go down that road. That defense is fascinating because it shows how invested fans are in Cardi's romantic narrative. They don't just want her happy, they want her aligned correctly. They want her with someone who reflects growth, stability, redemption, and that's why the Offset angle keeps resurfacing. But what fans notice next is the pattern. Every time Cardi moves publicly, Offset trends. Every time Offset apologizes or posts something reflective, Cardi trends. The connection hasn't fully dissolved in the public's mind, and people are saying that maybe, just maybe, the door isn't completely shut. Offset admitting he cheated a lot was huge. That wasn't a vague apology, that was direct. And when a man apologizes directly, it stays with the public's mind. Publicly acknowledges he ruined something, it creates a redemption arc narrative. Fans eat that up, especially when children are involved, especially when history runs deep. But here's a tension. Cardi has always projected independence. She built her empire without leaning on anyone. So the idea of her going back feels complicated. Is it romantic? Is it regressive? Is it growth? The internet is split. Half think reconciliation would be iconic, half think it would undo the progress she's made. And while all this debate is happening, Chris Brown is just there, on stage, performing, smiling, existing in the chaos. That visual alone fuels speculation. Because in celebrity culture, proximity equals possibility, even if it's not real, even if it's just choreography. The audience fills in the blanks. And when fans start saying Chris Brown might have a chance to date Cardi, even jokingly, it snowballs. Headlines start forming, blogs start asking questions, and suddenly a performance turns into a narrative. But the deeper layer is this. Cardi thrived in controversy cycles. She knows how to dominate headlines without confirming anything. She knows how to let fans argue in the comments while she stays silent. That silence? That's powerful. It keeps the speculation alive. It keeps the engagement high. It keeps the industry machinery watching. And let's not ignore timing. The split with Stefon Diggs was fresh. The public was still adjusting, so any male energy around her was going to spark conversation. That's inevitable. But the way this escalated shows how hungry the audience is for a new chapter or an old one revived. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about who Cardi might date. It's about control. It's about who gets to define her next era. Is it her? Is it the fans? Is it the man who publicly admitted he fumbled her? Is it the collaborator standing beside her under stage lights? And maybe the most interesting part is how divided her own supporters are. Some are protective, shutting down Chris Brown's speculation immediately. Others are campaigning for an Offset reunion like it's a political movement. That's not casual fandom, that's emotional investment. But the real question is whether Cardi is even entertaining any of this. Because bringing someone on stage doesn't equal romance, smiling doesn't equal flirting, silence doesn't equal reconciliation. Yet in celebrity culture, every gesture gets magnified, every look becomes a headline, every collaboration becomes a clue. And right now, the clues are messy. Offset's apology narrative, Cardi's independence era, Chris Brown's stage presence, fans projecting futures in comment sections. It's all blending into one big, chaotic storyline. So is Cardi sending a message? Is the industry gatekeeping certain narratives while pushing others? Or is this simply fans overanalyzing a performance moment? That's the million-dollar question. Because if Cardi wanted to shut it down, she could. One tweet, one live video, one sarcastic comment. But she hasn't. And that silence, it keeps the speculation breathing. The internet is spiraling, the debates are heated, and somewhere in the middle of it all is Cardi, performing like nothing's happening, while the world writes her next romantic chapter for her. So what do you think? Was bringing Chris Brown on stage just business, or was it subtle shade? Should Cardi consider giving Offset another chance after he admitted he messed up, or is that chapter permanently closed? Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe.